That is how sin works. At first, sin feels like a choice. Eventually, repeated sin can become a chain. At first, bitterness feels like protection. Eventually, bitterness becomes a prison. At first, pride feels like confidence. Eventually, pride prevents someone from seeing their own need for God. The same warning appears with the Pharisees. They were not people who lacked religious knowledge. They were people who refused to surrender their hearts. Jesus said, "This people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me." Matthew 15:8. That statement should cause every person to examine themselves, because it is possible to speak religious words while resisting God's transformation. It is possible to defend God's commandments while ignoring the Spirit behind them. It is even possible to condemn the sins of others while refusing to confront the sins within ourselves. Jesus repeatedly confronted this hypocrisy. He was not harsh toward those who humbly admitted their need. He showed incredible compassion toward sinners who came seeking forgiveness. The woman caught in adultery, the tax collectors, the outcasts, the broken. But toward those who believed they were already righteous and needed no correction, Jesus spoke strongly. Why? Because pride blocks the very thing that grace requires. A person cannot receive forgiveness while insisting they have nothing to be forgiven for. They cannot be healed while denying they are wounded. A person cannot be transformed while refusing to be changed. This is why every believer should continually return to repentance. Not because God enjoys reminding us of our failures, but because repentance keeps our hearts soft. The moment someone believes they no longer need correction is often the moment they become most vulnerable. David understood this. Even after great victories, even after being called a man after God's own heart, David still fell into serious sin. But the difference between David and those who hardened their hearts was his response. When confronted, David repented. He did not blame everyone else. He did not justify himself. He cried out, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." Psalm 51:10.